Hi guys, Nick here from Bali. Just working away by the pool. I'll show you around where I'm at. I'm in Canggu at the moment, and these lovely ladies are just cleaning the room. And that's my sort of work space for the day. Yeah. Sometimes I'm studying out here, listening to my courses, and today I'm working from inside from the aircon because it's so hot at the moment. So a question came in from Kathy, and I thought it was a really good question, and I wanted to answer that in a quick video. So the question was, hey Nick, why do I crave fatty foods when transitioning onto a healthy diet? Really great question, right? I'm sure Kathy is not the only one who's ever craving foods when she's transitioning or trying to transition onto a healthy diet. So let's talk about it. So first thing I want to point out is stress and changing your state. So people who tend to be overweight or they can't stick to a healthy diet, they have some sort of underlying emotional struggle, and they're using food to cope with that. So that may be stress, it may be overwhelm, it may be lack of love or affection, or having a healthy relationship, because they may be in a bad relationship where they're not being treated well. Happens all the time with my clients. Or they may be just overwhelmed by the everyday to-do lists and having to juggle 4 kids and the job and do all the things that, try to fit all the things into the day that they feel like they need to fit in. So my question is, what does food do? Like when you eat fatty foods or sugary foods or any type of foods that are really just triggering your taste buds, what is that food going to do to you? It's going to give you an instant serotonin hit, and it's going to make you feel great for that moment. And then that greatness might last for a few minutes or even a few hours, but most likely you feel guilty after, and you realize, oh, what have I done now? I just eaten McDonald's chips, and now I feel awful, and not only physically, but I feel guilty because I just ruined my plan. So really what I want you to think about is, what is the state that you are trying to change with by eating this food, and how do you want to feel? Like, what is this food going to give you? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling anxious? Or what are the things that, what is going on for you at the moment? So that's one thing. The second thing is adrenal fatigue. So very common these days, and people who suffer from adrenal fatigue tend to have salt cravings, and they also tend to crave carbohydrate-rich foods as well. But salt cravings and salty foods in particular, because when someone's adrenals are not working really well, their bodies have an issue, and they have a problem with really retaining sodium in the body. So therefore, the body signals for more sodium and salty foods. So that is the second reason why this could be happening. And also the third one is your taste buds. If you've been eating chemically altered food for a long time, for many, many years, if you've been eating McDonald's or takeaway, or I don't know, Chinese takeaway all the time, or you're getting packet foods and chips and crisps and all sorts of things, then they're chemically altered foods that are designed and engineered by food companies to change your taste buds and make you addicted to those flavors. So of course, if you cut them out of your diet and start eating kale instead, well, surprise, surprise, you are going to feel like you need those chemicals, you need those flavors, you need those things in your life again. So it's again changing your taste buds, and that's something that takes a little bit longer. It takes a few weeks, and it really does change in just a few weeks, so just stick with it. Now, the 3 things that you can do. Firstly, drink when you have a craving that hits you and you feel like, oh my god, I need something sugary or fatty or salty. Take a step back and drink a large bottle of water. Sometimes we actually confuse thirst for hunger, or hunger for thirst. And our brain can signal, if you're dehydrated, your brain can signal your body to get something into you, to get any moisture out of it. So really think about it. Have a big glass of water, wait 10 minutes, and see if in 10 minutes you're still feeling like that you really need something salty. Second thing to do, firstly, so important, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and just have a look at what's going on. I know from personal experience, when I feel like, oh, I need a craving or I need something right now, most of the time I feel overwhelmed and stressed about something. And I might not even want to admit it to myself, but that exactly is what's going on. And it's easier to just grab a chocolate bar or something that will change your state immediately, better than pausing, taking a step back, taking a few deep breaths, and having to think about, okay, what's actually going on for me right now that's causing me to feel this way and feel this overwhelmed. And then you can actually, you can break that down and say, okay, am I feeling lonely? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling tired because I didn't sleep enough for the last 3 days because my baby's been up crying for, I don't know, slept like 2 hours a night? Or maybe because you have a snoring husband, or maybe because you have so much work stuff going on that you cannot actually switch off and cannot sleep properly at night. That's just an example. So really just think about what's going on, tune in, maybe write down the feelings that are going on for you that are causing you to feel that way, and see what are the things that you're trying to substitute food with. And the last one is changing your taste buds. So over time, when you change the foods that you eat, it will change your taste buds. Eating more green foods is the first and most important thing that's going to help you with that. So eat more green leafy vegetables, eat more broccoli, eat more kale, eat more zucchini, eat anything that's green, and have green juices. So anything, you can make a green juice from cucumber, celery, parsley, add some kiwi fruit or green apples to it. Green foods, get as much greens into you as much as possible, and even add some super greens to your smoothies or to your water that you drink daily. Just add like 1/4 teaspoon of super greens and sip on that throughout the day, because that will change your taste buds over time. I used to be able to drink all these sweet sort of additives that you would add to your water, and now I don't like it anymore. Now I look for the spirulina and the barley grass and the wheatgrass, all that stuff that I put in my water every day. I can't actually stomach the sweet stuff because it just doesn't feel right. My taste buds are just not used to it. I hope you found that helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to continue this discussion, and I will see you in the next episode of Ask